Hello, and welcome to another episode of Becoming an Untamed and Unafraid Entrepreneur. I'm Millie. I am an intuitive business strategist and energetics healer for female service-based entrepreneurs. Freaking tongue twister, guys. Tongue twisters. All right. Today I'm going to share with you some tips on how to get more people on the phone to talk to you, to find out who you are, so that maybe if they like, know, and trust you, they will want to basically throw their money at you. If you don't know this is like level one of being a service-based entrepreneur, especially if you're a coach, social media manager, anything like that. You have your list of pain points, right, that your client has. Even if you're a social media manager, your client has pain points. Maybe they don't have enough time, they don't know algorithms, they don't like Instagram, whatever it is. Those 3 different pain points that your one ideal perfect client might be having at one time. If you were to work with them one-on-one, then of course you would solve all of that for them, right? But what you want to do is you want to make a list of the pain points that your client is having, or your potential ideal perfect client is having. So that list should have at least 10 different pain points, and you pick 3 to 5 different pain points. So for example, if you're a social media manager or virtual assistant, and one of your niches is social media management, then you can title your intro session, you can title it, learn 2 cool tricks to get more views on your social media post, or something like that. Give it a really cool title. What that does is it straight away lets your ideal perfect client know what you're talking about. So that first sentence, that's the title. Give it a cool title. And then you give a bullet point. Hop on a call with me today, and you can learn 1, 2, and 3. Leave the call with, so you want to let them know that they're going to leave the call with a transformation, with an answer to one of their problems, right? You don't want to, so you can't solve all their problems in 15, 20 minutes, right? So you want to be able to solve at least one problem in this call. So you make a list of at least 10 pain points. You pick 3 to 5 different pain points. You create a post, and you give it a really nice title. And then you go on your merry way into the big abyss of social media, and you post it and you offer it, okay? And you're probably thinking, well, where am I going to offer this? Okay, once you have that intro session offer ready to go, you could go into your Facebook groups, okay? Make a post. So you're making one post, pin it to the post. When new members come in, you can let them know, hey, I'm offering this to every member of my group. Take advantage of it. It usually costs X, Y, and Z amounts, but you get it for free if you book today or whatever it is. If you already have members in your group, if you've had your Facebook group for a while and you want to offer that to them, what I like to do is I take one day a week where I spend maybe 20, 30 minutes, and I privately message the members of my group, and I thank them for being there. And I say, my apologies, I should have, I haven't connected with you one-on-one. It's something that I used to do. I recently moved to Spain, so I took the summer off. So that's what I've been telling the members. I'm like, I took the summer off from social media, so I wanted to, reintroduce myself or get to know you, whatever it is. And then I let them know, by the way, I don't know if you saw this, but I am offering a complimentary session to overcome X, Y, and Z. Is this something that you would be interested in? It's not a sales call. I personally do not call them sales calls. They're not really sales call. You're not selling anything. And I'm going to tell you why. In order to call something a sales call is for when somebody reaches out to you and wants to know more about your programs. Like they directly, specifically messaged you, commented on something and says, I want to work with you, can we talk? Then the next conversation you have with that person is a sales conversation, okay? But in the beginning, when you're applying the like, know, and trust factor, you're just creating space for them to get to know you so that they can experience what it would be like to work with you, okay? From an energetics standpoint, okay, if you have this energetic frequency of selling, what's going to happen is you're going to embody the energetic frequency of lack. I don't have a client, I'm stressed, I would really like to close this client. That's gonna, and you're the person on the phone who just wants to get to know you, wants you to solve this one problem for them because you said you could, right? They're gonna feel that energy and they're gonna back off, because it's like a magnet, right? And if you turn two magnets opposite each other, they don't, right? So it's like a magnet and they don't connect, but if you turn them the right way, they connect. So you want to make sure that you're not repelling your ideal perfect client energetically. So make sure that before the call, you really set the intention of, the love that you have for what you do, the love that you have for the transformation that you give your clients, right? That your clients get from working with you. Once you embody that energetic frequency, and that literally opens up your heart chakra, when you get on the phone, which I prefer videos, by the way, I prefer a video call as opposed to a phone call because they can feel your energy. And if you're you should know a little bit about body language when you're coaching people, so you can tell when you're asking them what their pain points are, what their challenges are, your body language really gives you away. So it's a great way for your potential clients to really get to know you, feel your energy, and trust you, because no one's going to give you money if they don't trust you, okay? So that's one of the ways, right? You create that really cool intro session. Please, 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 for the love of God, don't call it an intro session, and do not call it a sales call, okay? Give us some cool names. And if you come up with some names, put them in the comments below, because I love to see that. One of the, I'll give you an example, unfuck your life in 30 minutes, get over your ex in 20 minutes, build your confidence with this 3 steps in 20 minutes, whatever you want to call it, okay? It's up to you, but make sure you give it, the title resembles what the transformation is. So whatever the transformation is, use that transformation in your title. It'll make it easier and you'll be able to book more calls, okay? And then what you do when they're booking with you, okay, this is a two for one. When they're booking that call with you, make sure that the booking scheduler grabs their email address, guys. You want their email address, and then you add them to your email list, okay? When they're finished on the call with you, what I like to do, and it's worked for me, I tell them, how was it? I always ask them, how do you feel now compared to how you felt at the beginning of the call? And if it's not amazing, I ask them what would need to happen right now for it to be amazing for you, because you don't want them to get off the phone with you in this, even if it's a sample session, without them feeling amazing. I mean, that's not the energy I want with my clients. I want to make sure that when they get off the phone with me, they're amazing. They're like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, I want to know more. And then I invite them over to my Facebook group where I continue nurturing the relationship, okay? Sometimes when I receive really great energy from them, I say, this has been amazing and you did really great and you're the type of client that I want to work with. Would you like to hear the type of programs that I have available right now for you that can help you further? And then if they say yes, great. If not, no, right? You will have that feeling. If you're nervous on the phone call, do not offer your services. Done. If you're nervous, if you're scared, if you're unsure, do not offer your services. Thank them, make sure they have an amazing experience with you on this call, and then you send them over to your Facebook group, or you tell them, I'm going to follow up with you with some highlights of what happened on this phone call in an email. So you'll receive something from me within 24 hours. By the way, would you like me to send you the links to the Facebook group where I go live 1 to 2 times a week with information like this? And usually they say yes, and they log into my Facebook group the same day, right? So that's that. All right, moving on to the second thing that you can do to get more people on the phone with you is, if you have a lead magnet, which I am assuming you have at least one lead magnet, okay? Lead generation, that's how you start if that's the way that you start your nurturing process with your ideal perfect clients, what you want is at the end of this lead magnet, whether it's a PDF, it could be a video training, whatever it is, you want there to be a CTA. CTA is call to action, and you want to make sure that it says, hey, I've opened up some spots on my calendar to help you further. Book a call with me today, limited spots. And you should only have limited spots for these types of sessions, because I'm assuming you're not working 40, 50 hours a week. And if you already have one-on-one clients and want more, or if you want one-on-one clients, you're not going to be able to coach 20 people a week. It's going to be way too much for you. So make sure that you are very clear on the type of schedule you want to have, how many hours you want to work in your business, so that when you do say limited spots, it comes from a place of integrity and you don't feel like you're tricking people into getting on the phone call with you. Yes, energetically, people know the difference, guys. Okay, it's not something you can hide, it's energy. So make sure that does come from a place of integrity and truth, and then you'll feel better about yourself, because as people start booking calls with you, you don't have to worry about, oh my God, I have 10 free calls. I don't have time for that, right? You don't want to do that for yourself, because then you'll get into being overworked, underpaid, and all that jazz. And you don't want that. You don't want to start a negative cycle. So you want to keep your energy level high and exciting and financially lucrative, okay? So that's number 2. Number 3 is to, like I said, I did the offer one for your group. I have my notes because I didn't want to forget, guys. Very important when you do YouTube videos. You have your intro session, so make sure you name it something nice. You have your CTA at the end of your PDF or video training, and you offer one to every member of your group, okay? The 4th and last one, guys, this is very important. As a service-based entrepreneur, you don't want to work every day. You don't want to feel like you're at your computer every day, especially when you're trying to get people to get to know you, right? So you should have an Excel spreadsheet or a Trello board with a list of Facebook groups and the days that you can promote. I do that, and I know on Monday, Tuesday, I wake up, I have my cup of coffee, I do my journaling, my meditation, I set my intention, and then once my kid is in school, I go back to my computer, or I then go to my computer for the first time, because I don't go to my computer in the morning until after my daughter's in school, and then I can officially start my day, which ironically starts at 9 o'clock. I open my laptop and I open up my Facebook group board. So I have a Trello board that has my promo posts, what I'm promoting that week, or if I have a promo post that is consistent, that it's just like a program I have that's evergreen, a webinar that I have that's evergreen, I'll promote that. And then the sample posts, like sample value posts, and I rotate my posts every few months so that I'm not promoting the same thing in every group. But on this Trello board, it has a spot for every day of the week. So I click on Monday and I know what groups I need to show up in that day. Whether or not it's a promo day, I go in there. If it's a day for like Biz Tip Tuesday, like I have in my group, I go in there and I share a business tip. Not only does this help with the algorithm so people see you, but you're applying the like, no, trust factor. The more people see you in these groups, the more they're gonna be inclined to find out what you do. After they see you in the group for a while, after you post, after you comment, that also helps the Facebook algorithm. So on the promo days, when you promote, more people will see your stuff. But if you're in a group and you only promote on promo days, and you don't comment on anybody else's stuff, or you don't post other helpful tools and tips and things like that, then first of all, you're not helping the algorithm, it's working against you, and second of all, you're really not getting a lot of eyes on your content, okay? It's gonna just feel sleazy, and you don't want that. You wanna keep your energetic frequency high, like I keep mentioning, with value and integrity, okay? So make sure you do that, and you rotate what you are promoting. Another way, you guys, and this is the last one, this is very easy, but for those of you who are now just getting into lead generation, you should have your lead generation for your email list. At any freaking given time, social media can just go poof, kaput, right? And it's gone. Your Facebook group, whenever Facebook decides to close your Facebook group, it's gone. So if you have 3, 4, 5,000 people in your Facebook group and you don't have 3, 4, 5,000 people on your email list, there's a problem. You need to get those people on your email list, okay? And once they're on your email list, you can then create an email marketing campaign to nurture them into buying. There's many different types of email marketing tactics and strategies, and you might try 2 or 3 of them and they don't work. You might try a different one and it works. It's different for everybody. So just keep trying until you find one that works for you, okay? I have my own specific one that works for me. And I've been testing some out, and I know which one works. If I ask a question a certain way, I get people actually reply to my emails, which is amazing. You want that. Okay, so at the end of your emails, on the PS part, when you do PS, say PS, I have 5 spots available. for X, Y, and Z. And that title, the PS part, where it says the intro, the title of your session, it should correlate with the topic of the email. So if the email that you just sent out is giving your ideal perfect client, right, some marketing tips, then the PS at the bottom should say, I have 5 spots available this week for you to blah, blah, blah with your marketing. It should be the same topic. It shouldn't be, if it's a marketing email, you shouldn't have a PS there that is completely different than what the email is about. It should correlate so it matches. That way, if the person clicked on that email, that means they need marketing help. And if they need marketing help, you promote a marketing freaking session, right? Discovery call. So there are different ways. I'm going to end it with this. There's different ways that you can call your intro session, because I feel like a lot of people don't know what this is. You can call it intro session, discovery call, strategy call, whatever that is. The main ones, those 3 ones, they're overused in the coaching industry. So that's why I don't recommend that you use that. I want you to come up with something that speaks to you, that's fun. Anytime I say unfuck your life and business, I always get someone to reach out to me and say, what is this? What is this unfuck your life and business? I've never heard it before. And it's something that I've been using, that term I've been using since the beginning of my coaching, so 2-3 years now, right? So pick something that is natural for you to say, something that is like comes from your personality. You want to infuse your service-based business with your personality. When you do that, showing up for work doesn't feel like work anymore. And then when you're having these calls, because these are one-on-one private in-your-face calls with your potential clients, you're going to be more at ease being yourself. But if you're creating this fake persona, you're going to be stressed, you're going to be afraid, you're not going to be able to have an effective call with anyone that you get on the phone with, and then they're not going to have that transformation on that phone call, and it's going to be 10 times harder for you to sell to them. Okay, so I hope these tips were helpful. Let me know in the comments if they were helpful. Let me know what you call your sessions, okay? And brainstorm some ideas. I'd love to hear it. And if you want more information about what I do or how I can help you, you can go ahead and join my Facebook group, because it is in the comments. All right,